So you had some questions about hip mobility and stuff. Just give you a quick video here. Take your trigger ball. Just gonna lie on your back. Put your ball underneath your bum, but you want it just below the hip, right on the meaty part. And you're basically just gonna take the ball and roll along the hip back and forth a little bit. You obviously don't want it to be on the bone. It'll hurt really bad. So make sure it's on that meaty part. And then you can go all the way out to the side, like I'm laying almost completely on my side now. There's some tight spots there. I'm going to spend a little more time on those tight spots, loosening those up. And that'll help with the hip a little bit there. After you get that spot done, you just want to move down a little bit, or move my body up a little bit. Yep, so the ball has moved down. You can see that it's moved down a little bit. Again, there's some tight spots there, so I'm going to spend a little bit of time there, rolling over that ball, and then roll back to my back and try to find any tight spots. If I find some tight spot, just spend a little bit of time on each tight spot. I'd say maybe 10 little rolls on each tight spot that you find, and then continue rolling. Once you get all the way in to your hip bone, then you're just going to move the ball down a little bit, or move your body up a little bit, and go back towards the side of the hip. Find some tight spots. Again, spend a little bit of time on any of the tight spots that you have, and roll to the side, all the way to the side, and then find some on the side. So that'll loosen up your glutes, and you want to do that on both sides. So after you get done with your right side, go to your left side. Some other things that you can do is take the ball and rolling over on your stomach. You're going to put the ball just above the knee, and as you're just above the knee, you're going to roll across the muscles there, and you'll find a couple of lumps in there. And on those lumps, you're just going to spend a little bit of time on the lumps. Yeah, after you spend a little bit of time on the lumps, roll up a little bit, find some other lumps, and roll across there. You can stay pretty much on the front of the leg all the way up. You'll find some tight spots. But you can also kind of turn over to the side a little bit, and once you get on the side of the leg, you'll find some tight spots over there as well. And with this, you can work all the way up your leg and get right below your hip, and you'll find some tight spots just usually on the outside of the hip. So I'm kind of turning sideways a little bit. Roll up and down on these spots because they're hard to roll across. But there, you'll find plenty of tight spots in there, and that'll really help out with the front of the hip. When you do your bum work, you're working from the top. You want to go all the way down to where you're below your hip bone and on the bottom part of your bum, close to your hamstrings. So as I'm doing this, I'll actually sit up instead of lying down, because I can't get as much pressure on there when I'm lying down like this. So I'll sit up and do it there, and I find a couple of good spots, especially if I get close to that hip bone. So that the femur, that leg bone that comes up here and sits in the hip, when I get close to that, there's really some tight spots all through there.